Now, in the amusement park game, nothing gets him in the tent like roller coasters. And Great Adventure, for now at least, is the heavyweight champ with the fastest, tallest coaster in the world. It's called Kingda, which roughly translates to lose your lunch in Swahili.
Skydiving, it's drag racing, it's rocket launching, it's everything that you've ever thought of as an extreme activity. And it's all wrapped into one thing.
And it's gone. Kingda is everything a thrill ride should be. It stood as a true marvel of engineering, pushing the limits of speed and height like never before. But as the years passed, the ride began to show its age. Breakdowns became more common, maintenance costs rose, and rumors of its uncertain future spread through the coaster community as the Cedar Fair Six Flags merger was being complete. As it neared its 20th year, speculation of its removal started circulating from inside sources. At first, many refused to believe it. People couldn't believe Six Flags would tear down such an iconic ride, but unfortunately, the rumors were right. Without a proper send-off, without a second chance, Kingda was gone. But was this really necessary? This is the story of Kingda. From the moment it opened in 2005, Kingda was already insane. Built by Intamin, this hydraulic launch coaster was designed to break barriers, pushing the limits of engineering. With a launch so powerful, it felt like rocket riding. Riders were launched from 0 to 128 miles per hour in just 3.5 seconds, going 456 feet into the sky, before falling back down in a 270-degree spiral. Kingda stole the crown from its sister coaster, Top Thrill Dragster, at Cedar Point, Sandusky, Ohio, which had claimed the tallest and fastest coaster titles when it opened in 2003. The two coasters were nearly identical in design, but Kingda took things further, standing taller, stretching longer, and adding an extra airtime hill at the end to extend the thrill. This all came during the height of the coaster wars, an era when amusement parks pushed the boundaries of speed, height, and intensity, constantly one-upping each other to claim the next big record. But as the industry began shifting towards innovation over height, the race slowed. Kingda would be the last of its kind, forever cementing its place in history as the tallest roller coaster ever built. Though it never lost its title as the world's tallest coaster, it was dethroned as the fastest in 2010 when Formula Rossa opened at Ferrari World in Abu Dhabi, launching riders to a blistering 149 miles per hour. Yet despite losing one record, Kingda remained iconic, almost unmatched in the world of roller coasters. But as the years went on, Kingda began to show its age. What was once an engineering marvel became a maintenance nightmare. Its complex hydraulic launch system designed to generate crazy power in seconds was prone to wear and tear, requiring constant attention. Unlike modern LSMs, which are more reliable and energy efficient, Kingda's hydraulic system placed extreme stress on its components, leading to frequent breakdowns and extended downtimes. Each launch relied on a series of high-pressure pumps, winches, and hydraulic fluid, all working together to push the train forward. Over time, replacement parts became harder to find and maintaining the ride became an expensive burden for the park. Some days, the coaster would run flawlessly. Other times, it would sit closed for weeks, frustrating the guests that came just for its record-breaking thrills. As Six Flags shifted its focus towards cost-efficient attractions with higher reliability and lower maintenance demands, Kingda became less of an asset and more of a liability. And as breakdowns became more common, the rumors of its removal only grew louder. As if Kingda's struggles weren't enough, there was something even bigger happening behind the scenes. The merger behind Six Flags and Cedar Fair. In late 2023, the two industry giants announced plans to merge, creating a $8 billion theme park empire spanning 27 parks across North America. While this merger was marketed as a way to improve park operations and guest experiences, it also meant big financial restructuring, with each park evaluating which attractions were worth the investment. For a ride like Kingda already burdened by high maintenance costs and frequent downtime, this merger likely killed it. With Cedar Fair's focus on long-term sustainability and operational efficiency, coasters with unreliable launch systems, like Kingda, became prime candidates for removal. Cedar Fair had already retired Top Thrill Dragster, Kingda's sister coaster, in 2022, only to reimagine it as Top Thrill 2, with a more reliable LSM launch system. Instead of investing in similar upgrades for Kingda, Six Flags took a different route: Demolition. In the wake of the merger, Six Flags was likely under pressure to cut costs and optimize its lineup. prioritizing rides that were cheaper to maintain and offered higher reliability. And so, instead of preserving one of the most iconic coasters in history, they chose to tear it down. When the news of Kingda's retirement broke, the backlash was immediate and intense. Fans took to social media expressing outrage that such an iconic coaster would be torn down without a proper send-off. Enthusiasts that grew up riding Kingda felt betrayed, questioning why Six Flags wouldn't invest in modernizing the ride instead of demolishing it. Many pointed to Cedar Point's decision to revamp Top Thrill Dragster into Top Thrill 2 as proof that Kingda could have been saved. For weeks, speculation and disappointment spread, with even some vowing to never visit the park again. But despite the uproar, Six Flags remained silent, and the fate of Kingda was sealed. On February 28, 2025, Kingda met its end in a controlled implosion at Six Flags Great Adventure. The demolition came earlier than expected, shocking fans who had hoped for a proper farewell. Local authorities even warned residents about the noise, advising them to keep pets indoors. After standing as the world's tallest coaster for nearly 20 years, its removal marked the end of an era. But Six Flags wasn't just clearing space. Reports suggest that the park is planning to replace it with a multi-record breaking launch coaster set to open in 2026. While the future may bring new thrills, for many, nothing will ever replace the sheer dominance of Kingda.